Hello everyone. So in this module, we are going to learn about data visualization. And to start with, we'll start with chats, and we'll start today in this session with column charts, bar charts, and line charts. Right. So what are important charts that we primarily use, and how to use them? Right. Okay. So this is the data that we are able to see right now, which is products, various products which are laptops, smartphones, tablets, headphones, smartwatches, and then Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 sales in that quarters. Okay, so first to insert any chat, if you're on the home screen, you have to go to insert, and in that you can see the small section which is chats, right? So here, which is the bar charts. Before that, ideally you can select the data. This is the headings, and this is the data. So let's only check one column. I'm just going to click here, say 2D column. Now you can see here that the Q1 sales are being shown, which is laptops, smartphones, tablets, headphones, smartwatches, right? So now you can see here laptops. The sale of laptops is 1,50,000, and that is available here. Smartphones 3 lakhs, tablets 1 lakhs, headphones less than 50,000. Roughly here, if you see 10,000, smartwatches. Okay, so now these are column charts where these are vertically visible. Now, if I right click here and click on add data labels, you will see these numbers visible: 1 lakh 53 lakh, 1 lakh 10,000, and 80,000. Right? So, if you want to delete it, you select this, and all of these get selected. Right? If you want to delete only one, you double select one particular number and then click on delete. Right? So, you can do that. If you select once, all of them get selected, you click on delete, you can remove them. Okay, you can do a lot of customization here, like let's say here, if you select this, double click on these lines, you can also click on like no line here to make your graph even look cleaner, right? So if you would wish to have lines, you can have lines also, right? Now let's say if you want to have another you also want to have comparison of Q2 sales. There's two ways to do it. First way, if you're already having a chart, you click here and drag this. So magically, you'll see that all of these are getting visible here. Now you can see that laptops, for Q2, the sale has been higher. And if you hover on it, hover as you place your cursor on that, you'll see that Q2 sales, laptops, 20,000, 2 lakhs, right? So now if you click here, it is 3,50,000 smartphones. So you can see them here as well. Now, similarly, you can increase the data by adding here, right? So the whole idea of chats is to make them beautiful and also easy to get a insight from that, right? So it's always suggested, do not add lot of columns, right, into it. So when you want to compare something, having two quarters or two columns comparing is a very good way to showcase data, because it has to look beautiful and also has to show some insight, right? And let's say the other way of doing a chart is, if I click on here and click delete, this will be gone. I can select two columns here, then go to insert, then go to insert the column, right? So now you can see here the chart has been inserted. Now you can see the Q1 sales is this color, Q2 sales is this color, right? And there are different type of chats also. You can see this, you can select here, but we always suggest to keep them simple. These are just various design types. Just keep it simple by adding it, whatever is the basic one, right? Now let's say this is about column chart. So now what are the other type of chats? Now if I go home and select the same data and click on insert and go to here, on this arrow, click on 2D bar. So now if I click this, now you'll see the same chat but in a horizontal manner, right? So here it is laid out vertically, and here it is laid out horizontally. Most of the times it is better to use the vertical one, right, which is the column one. Now you can see here the chat title you can add here, right? Q1 versus Q2 sales, right? Same thing that you can do here also, right? So now this is the major difference between column and bar charts is one column is vertical, bar chart is horizontal, right? So let me remove this and show you other types of column charts, right? So I'm just going to remove this, go select the data and go to insert in this. Now here you can see this is called stacked column. Now stacked column is sometimes useful when you're looking at the overall sale also. Now if you see the sale of Q1 Q2 total both 1 lakh 50 plus 2 lakhs is 3 lakh 50,000, right? So now if you see laptops, this is till here, this is 1 lakh 50, and then here it is additional 2 lakhs. So by the end of Q2 sales, the quarter two, the total is 3 lakh 50. Now you can see here, right? So this stacked column means you will see both of the total of 2 months and also the differentiation between the first quarter and second quarter, right? So this will only give you a little composition wise, right? Composition as in how much percentage. Seems like a little higher percentage than Q1 was in Q2. More or less smartphones has roughly slightly increased. You can see this, right? So stacked chats are useful when you are actually also want to see the whole total sales also together, right? So if I want to do a full chat of stacked columns, I can do it this way, and I remove this. Now you can see here in this chat Q1 to Q4, the chat, the values that are being presented are, so the whole laptop sales is roughly about touching 7 lakh and above, right? So it's for your understanding. Like if you want to try assessing here, you can see it is 7 lakh 50,000, right? Since smartphones has been highest, and you can see comparatively in Q5, it has been a little on the higher side, right? So that is how you use stacked columns chat, right? Same if you want to do it in bar chat, you do the same thing, but it will be horizontal. You go insert columns, then do this, and you will see the same way, but in horizontal format, right? Now let us look at the other format, which is not very highly used, but then you can see this 100% stacked column. So now what this 100% stacked column means is all of the different columns are stacked till 100%, and you can see by percentage how much is the difference. Now you see headphones has been little less percentage in the quarter one, right? And let's say tablets, I'm just going to reduce it out of proportion. It's a 7 lakhs. Now you can see that tablets, the proportion in the quarter two has been higher. So it's just percentage wise for you to understand the composition, right? It's not very popularly used, but then it's also helpful based upon uh, use case. Okay, so now this is 100% stacked, right? So this is about bar and column charts. Let's also look at line charts. So now line chats are also very similar. Let's say if I want to just select this, go to insert and click on here, which is line chat. The first, we'll just use a few important ones. Let's say line chat. If I click here, now you'll see basically all the points. Let's say 1 lakh 50, 3 lakhs, 1 lakh. All these points are joined. So this will give you a visualization of how this particular uh, graph is increasing or decreasing between different columns, right? Sometimes it's also very useful, like if you select something like this, now laptops, and I'm selecting it like this, and I'm going to insert and click this. Now you see this for laptops. Initially, it was 1 lakh 50. In quarter two sales, it is 2 lakhs. Quarter three, it is 1 lakh 75,000. If you hover on it, it's showing, right? Better, you can right click here and click on add data labels, and you can see the points also are visible, right? So this is very good when you're trying to compare through a period of time, right? So you can always also do this like I have done previously. Go insert and insert the line chat, but then like here this line definitely is showing the increase and decrease, but then this is not useful because laptops is not related to smartphones, right? No, but here if you see only for laptops in Q1 to Q4 sales, how is the increase or decrease is being shown. Now this is only a comparative perspective, so here it would have been better if it was a bar chart, because there's no relation that you are trying to show. right? So similarly, you can also select any specific column like this, insert, and even select a bar chart as well, right? So now you can see bar chart, the Q1 to Q4 sales, how they are increasing or decreasing, right? Now, if at all you want to add more data point, right? So if you want to add more data points also, you can do it like this. Now I'm just going to select this, like for example, if I'm clicking here, you can drag it like this. Now you can see that there's another line that is added. Okay, let's say for some point, let's say this, there's a decrease in sales of Q4. Now this is how the chart will look like, right? So the laptop has been increasing, and smartphones was high, and for some reason in Q4 it dropped, right? So if you want to add data labels, you can add data labels also here to just be able to understand, right? So having more lines added would not be very nice looking. So you can also drag these, if you double select this, and you can drag this and put it somewhere other place. If you want to, like, I'm double clicking this, and now I just move it here, right? So just to make it look better, right? So these are a few things that will make your charts look better. Very small changes, but then you can see it. So when you do it, you can see there's a small line that when you move it, small line that is created to show that, okay, this number is connected to this data point, right? So this is about the line chart in general, and you can select different data points also. But sometimes what happens is, if you're selecting here, you might actually want to add more data. Okay, so and you don't want to add tables directly, want to add headphones, you can click on select data, and this pop-up will open up, and this opens up. You can also select by adding another data point, by adding it here. Okay, by having selecting from here, like I'm selected this, and by holding control, and I'm also selecting that, right? So now you see this, uh, you just add a comma and select the next data. Like for example, if I want to add smartwatches, I select comma and then add this one also, right? So this is how you actually add multiple data points. Now you can see laptop, smartphones, headphones, smartwatches is visible, and if I see okay, now you can see that two more data points have been added, right? But if you click on the whole chat, you can see that these four have been added, and these are not, the tablets has been left, right? So this is useful whenever you want to select specific data which you want to add to chart. Click on select data and add it, right? Now this is not like if you click on this, then only you'll know that this is about laptops, and this is about smartwatches, this is about headphones, right? So if you want to add anything text also by yourself, you can always go ahead and use it from the home section. If you want to add text, you can go ahead and add text by click on insert, and then you can click on text box, and you can also add it here, right? So you can add a text box saying, okay, this is smartphones, right? So how do you do that? Click here, insert. Yeah, I'm clicking here, then go to insert, then click on text box, then add smartphones. Okay, so you can just do, if at all you want to add this is about smartphones, you can do that, right? So and you can move it based upon, you know where you want to put it. So this is about smartphones, and you can add it for all the other points also. And maybe if you want data points to, you can add data labels here also. And if you want to remove, select and delete, right? So this is how your data can be laid out, right? Sometimes there are more options that are also visible, right? So where you want to add more insights, which we'll see in the upcoming sections also, right? So this is about general line charts. Now let's say we look at other line charts, which are, let's say, insert, and you select the data. So I'm just going to select this data, click on here, which is stacked line. So stacked line is the same type of line, but same like stacked columns, right? You'll see the total summarized, right? So now if you see this, now let me just go ahead and add data labels. This is for laptops, and let me also go ahead insert. a normal line chart also. Okay, so I'm just clicking out, insert, and then stacked chart also. Right, so you can see both these charts. There's a very slight difference that you'll see. One is cumulative, or which has more data added onto it, right? So for line charts, primarily we only use the first type of chart. Stacked charts is something that we rarely use. So I'm not going to talk about that primarily. But in data bar charts, stacked charts sometimes are useful. Same way, you also have other charts which are like, if you see, uh, with markers, lines with markers, which will just give you dots on the points. Like it will just give you dots. And if at all you want to just select 100% stacked line, you will see there is the same thing with 100% stacked columns that we had. It will come the same way, but this is also, as you see, not very insightful, right? So if you want to use line charts, always kind of stick to the basic line charts that are there, right? And you have other options here: 2D, 3D, and area. 2D, 3D is not very useful in terms of insights, only a way to just present your data differently, but these are actually complex and not easy to infer. So always stay away from the 3D ones. These are simple and insightful, right? So always try being sticking to whatever is simple and easy for people to get an insight from, right? So that's about line charts and column and bar charts. Enjoying this video? Boost your skills with our full course. Dive into projects, sharpen your problem solving, and become a confident professional. Ready to learn more? Click the link below or in the description to access the course. We would love to help you on your journey.